Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best gaming router.
Starting at number 5.
Asus RT-AX82U. For not a lot of money, the Asus RT-AX82U is the kind of jack-of-all-trades router you might want to consider for a busy and varied household. It's a decently speedy Wi-Fi 6 router that's more than capable of handling quite a few devices. When we tested this router, not only was setup a breeze, but we found in the web interface and mobile app the ability to either just set up and go, or to fine-tune our internet experience the way you would expect from an expensive gaming router. That included some gaming-related features, and there's even a mobile gaming feature meant for iOS and Android gamers. While it's not expensive, it's not cheap either. This is solidly a mid-tier router. So, if you're very limited on what you can spend, there are cheaper options out there, but they won't be as fully featured as this Asus router.
Coming at number 4.
Asus ROG Rapture GT. If you want the fastest possible performance, based on cutting-edge Wi-Fi 7, then look no further than this Asus gaming router, but be warned, you'll pay a heavy price for it. Before we come to that price tag, let's explore the specs here, which are nothing short of staggering for wireless performance. The Asus ROG Rapture GT B98 boasts quad-band Wi-Fi 7 with a top speed of 24.4 gigabits per second, and if you want great wired performance, that's on hand too, with 10 gigabits and 2.5 gigabits Ethernet ports at your disposal. There are two 10 gigabits Ethernet connectors, in fact, one of which is a dedicated gaming port into which you can plug your gaming PC to ensure it gets priority over all other ports.
At number 3.
Asus Zen Wi-Fi AX. The Asus Zen Wi-Fi AX Hybrid XP4 may be expensive, and it may take a little extra work to set up. But, if you have a home or office with the kind of walls that just won't let an internet signal through, then this mesh Wi-Fi system might be your best solution to those connectivity issues. Why is that? The XP4 is not only a mesh system, but its units are both power line adapters as well. Instead of extending a Wi-Fi signal from one router to the other, that signal is passed through your home or office's electrical wiring, circumventing the kind of barriers that might keep a signal from passing through. While we found the initial setup to be overly complicated for what needs to be done, the router is easy to use afterwards. Speeds are good, but, more importantly, its range and ability to reach areas usually inaccessible to a Wi-Fi signal are quite impressive.
Number 2 of my list.
Asus RT-AX58U. The Asus RT-AX58U is a solid Wi-Fi 6 router, and while it only offers two bands, 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz, that's a small sacrifice to pay for its reasonable price. In fact, in our tests, we found little else to fault. It's easy to set up whether through a web browser interface or a mobile app. It comes with solid parental controls. And, like any good Wi-Fi 6 capable router, it can handle a lot of devices at once. It may be overkill if you just want to watch Netflix and read some emails. And, it might not be capable of handling a large home. Consider one of our mesh router recommendations for that. But, if you want solid, speedy performance in a small to medium-sized space, the Asus RT-AX58U is a smart choice.
And number 1.
TP-Link Archer. Gamers looking to get an edge on the competition would do well to get a router that can keep up with their internet needs. That means a router with high enough speeds and throughput, a stable connection, and features like QoS to keep that online arena shooter prioritized in the network's bandwidth. In our experience, the TP-Link Archer GX90 does all that. It's a Wi-Fi 6 router that offers 3 bands, including a dedicated 4.8 gigabits per second gaming band, and all 3 were speedy and rock solid in our testing. It even has other useful features such as one mesh support that lets you connect it to other routers with the same feature for a mesh-type router system. When the GX90 launched, Wi-Fi 6 was still a new standard and this router was pretty expensive, but the good news is that these days, it's surprisingly affordable for the performance you're getting. One downside to note is that we did experience some bumps with the initial setup of this device, however.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.